do a great job of performing tonight. Please make sure your cell phones are on silent, and please keep your small children with you so you can monitor their behavior.
When we finish playing each song, we look forward to hearing your applause. Please do not yell out anyone's name. We've worked hard to provide an excellent performance and would like to be recognized as a winner.
Our first song will be played by the strings class. It's called Spooky House, and it is a familiar folk song. In this song, you will hear us play our new notes F and C natural.
Spooky Mansion takes you on a forbidden tour of a dark, grand estate, a dwelling forgone by time. The spooky style is created by long and short notes, changing volume, and spine-chilling sound effects. This is Spooky Mansion.
I and our sixth graders to create a story for you. And this story requires a narrator. So it is my privilege to introduce to you our narrator for this evening, Ashland Ranch's very own mistress of spooky, Mrs. Runyon.
Good evening. I appreciate you all being here, and I'm so honored that you guys asked me to narrate this story. It's a real treat, so I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the House of Untold Horrors. It was raining that night as Will-o'-the Wallaby walked slowly down Nunnery Lane. It was a light rain, a gentle rain, but just enough to send a chill down the spine. Will-o'-the Wallaby walked along, listening to the sounds of the night. He heard an owl, a frog, a shark, and from far, far away, the sound of a lonely violinist practicing scales. But suddenly it started to rain harder. Yes, it was a heavy rain now. Will-o'-the Wallaby quickened his pace, and as the wind started to blow in the great gusts, he began to look frantically around for a place, any place, to seek shelter. And suddenly, he saw a house with a large porch and a light on inside. He climbed the steps up to the porch. Finally, shelter from the rain, but not from the wind. Oh, that wind, that cruel, harsh wind, it seemed to rip away at his clothing as if it had chosen him, Will-o'-the Wallaby, as its victim. Will-o'-the Wallaby's heart started to beat faster. He knocked on the door. Slowly, slowly, the door opened. But no one was there. Wait, someone was there. Will-o'-the Wallaby looked down, and there, standing before him, was a single, solitary, ghostly white kitty. The kitty approached him and rubbed itself against his leg and purred loudly as if to say, "Dare to enter this house, and you shall never leave alive." But for some reason, Will-o'-the Wallaby found himself being drawn into that house, as if controlled by a force greater than he. Will-o'-the Wallaby entered the house, and he found himself being drawn from room to room, as if guided by a ghostly presence that he could neither see nor feel. He entered a sort of library, and there was a heavy, musty smell in the room. He heard the sound of scuttling rats. And through the dim light, he could make out bookcases towering above him. Never before had he seen such tall bookcases. His eye followed the bookcases all the way up to what seemed like an impossibly high ceiling. And he heard, from somewhere, a clock striking 9. Yes, sitting right there on the table, on a flowery china plate, was a cupcake. Yes, and on top of that cupcake was sickly looking orange frosting, and on top of that was a jelly bean. And could it be, yes, that jelly bean was licorice. The sheer horror of this sight was enough to shock him back into consciousness. Now having fully regained his senses, one thought and one thought only flashed through his mind like a strobing neon light. Escape. Will-o'-vis Wallaby bolted out of the room, down the corridor, through yet more rooms, another corridor, and doors bursting open as he flew like a rocket through the house. He arrived at the front entryway, but standing before him again was the purring kitty. However, the kitty was no match for his frenzy, and he sped towards that front door. Oh, wait. The kitty was a match. The kitty ate him. Oh, no! The end.